Welcome to Around Kitsap. This is BCAT's program where we go in depth on a very important topic. We are at Olympic High School outside the Olympic High School swimming pool. We're here for the inaugural event of the underwater vehicle competition. With me is Corinne Beach and Paul Fukuhara, and they are the instruments. They are the folks that organize this event. Corinne is with Puget Sound Naval Shipyard, and Paul is with Keyport. So first of all, Corinne, tell us about the partnership between Keyport and PSNS.
So we have a wonderful partnership. The past 4 years now, we have been working hand in hand together as one team to put this on for students within Kitsap County. We partner with materials, we partner with labor, and we help each other out. It's not about us and who's doing better or who's doing more. It's about helping these students get excited about science, math, technology, and engineering. We have classes in each of the high school and middle schools throughout Kitsap County that are doing this program, and the kids are excited. That's what our partnership wants, desires, and looks forward to.
Very well said. Very, very good. It is about science, technology, engineering, and math, which you're going to hear about. It's called a STEM program. Paul, tell us why this is important for you professionals to get involved with kids.
This is very important for future generations because we need technical people in order to do our jobs. And not only us, but all the technical organizations in the area need technical people. And so we need to make sure out of the pipeline comes enough people that are technically smart that we can use them as resources in our normal work. And so it's important.
And it's probably really important to instill in these kids the love of science and technology, engineering and math, to show them, go to school, get this training, get a fabulous job.
Right. A lot of times kids don't understand what they're doing in the schoolroom and how it relates to what they're going to do out of the schoolroom. And so this helps bridge that. They understand taking from academics to doing something useful.
Corinne, how many folks are on the team that actually came into the pool yesterday to get things ready? How many people on your team getting this handled today?
We have 6 on our planning team that we've been meeting for 7-8 months, and we have about 60 volunteers that are helping, anywhere from judging to divers in the pool to just volunteer runners helping out with this event. All volunteers.
Excellent. Paul, talk to us about the teams, what we're going to see, where they're from, how they're comprised.
Teams mostly are made up of 2 students each. They're from almost all the schools in the county, Kitsap County. So they're
Only
going
high
to
schools, or is it
Nope.
junior high as well?
Yes, junior high and middle schools also.
Awesome.
So they're in the morning doing a compulsory, if you will, event to make sure they're doing well in the standard or basic. And they also do a what's it called, storyboard. So they're presenting their vehicles and what they did on them to judges, so that we can look at both sides, their academic side as well as the performance side. Then what are about to start soon is the actual competition of timed events and making sure they can do what we set up as the competition event.
This is a true engineering event because the students have to put magnets on their vehicles, which affects their buoyancy. Then they go and pick up washers of varying sizes, which also affects their buoyancy. So they need to think about strategy here and how can they get the most points the fastest and still be able to have their vehicle come back. So we really are trying to get them to think on the fly, how am I going to do this? What does it look like? What does my vehicle do when I put all this stuff on it? And how do I deal with that?
The other thing they have to deal with is if it breaks or fails or whatever, they have to go over and fix it. They built it, they need to fix it. So they do that, and then after the afternoon.
In a certain time frame? Is it all time?
Well, the competitions are all time.
Right.
You know, if you don't repair your vehicle, make it back in time for the competition, I'm sorry, you didn't make it. So they learn responsibility through that too.
Fabulous. Pretty much the big picture of what we're going to see today. So stick with us. We're going to see some of the competition and talk to some more folks involved today. Thanks for joining us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Around Kitsap. We're outside Olympic High School swimming pool at the inaugural event of the underwater vehicle competition. And with me is a team from Klahowya Secondary School, Andrew Heiser and Scott Sabatini. I got it right. Yeah. How you doing?
Pretty good.
And tell us a little bit, Andrew, how did you find out about this competition and how did you get interested?
Well, we did the preliminary one in about 9th grade, and then from there they started this advanced program, and our science teacher told us about it.
Cool. So is it something you work on in class, or do you have to do it after school? How does it work?
We had about 4 weeks, in class time, and then as much time as we wanted outside.
Mm-hmm. Are you the only team from Klahowya?
No, there's one other team in there.
Cool. At least from our age. There are some younger groups from the Sea Perch program in there. There's about 4 other groups that are freshmen, 9th graders this year.
Oh, very cool. So, Scott, tell us about your vehicle today, what you're proud about it, and what you think it's going to do really well in today.
Well, I think it's really cool that Andrew and I were able to collaborate and build our own vehicle and just design it on our own. And what we're going to be doing today is we have to go down to the bottom of the pool, and we have to pick up some small rings with a little probe that they gave us, and this on the front of our vehicle. So we have to go pick up some small probe or some small rings with the probe. We have to go down to the bottom of the pool, and actually using magnets, we have to pick up some objects that are worth different point values for their size, and it's really cool.
Wow. Well, congratulations for being involved today. This is a sure road to technology jobs for the future. So it's good that you're very interested. Best wishes today. I'm proud of you guys. Thanks for joining us. Stay with us. We'll be back. We're back at Around Kitsap, and now with me is Joby Flint. Joby is a science teacher at Klahowya Secondary School, and she's got how many teams in the competition?
Well, I have 2 personally, but Klahowya brought 8 teams total. 2 other teachers, Kim Hamlet and Rob Hawley's teams are here too.
That's just so awesome. Joby, tell us about the kids and the interest. Was it hard to get the kids interested? Did you have to coach them? How did it all work out?
No, it's not hard to get them interested because it's fun learning. It's learning that means something. We say, hey, this is the opportunity Keyport is providing to you to build underwater robots, to troubleshoot them, to make them work better. What do you think? And they're all over it. It's learning while doing as opposed to having somebody...
Yak.
Right. And they have to read a book. They have to trial and error. They have to apply what they learned in buoyancy and physical science and what they learned about force and mass and acceleration. But they get to actually do it.
So Puget Sound Naval Shipyard and Keyport, very involved in this program. Joby, talk to us about the coaches that came out to the school, volunteers per se that come out. These are professionals that come and work with the kids.
Oh my gosh, I cannot say enough about them. Paul Fukuhara, Corrine Beach, and Christina Swinger Long directed this program. Really outstanding. And then we had Mark as a volunteer. All the schools got volunteer technicians and engineers to come out and work with the kids. And the kids would be like, oh, you do this for a job? And they're like, yeah. They're like, yeah. I want a job like this.
Exactly.
That's what
right
we want.
on.
Yeah.
That's the hook.
And they're like, I solder every day. I build and design. I troubleshoot. I rescue torpedoes. They're like, I want to do that.
Exactly.
And if I get through school and I get these good grades, I have this door open for me. And Keyport goes, yes.
Exactly. We want our local kids to go to school or go to school right here in the community and come back and work right here.
We do.
There are jobs. There are nice jobs. So, Joby, thanks for what you do with kids. And we're just excited to be here and see what's going on underwater. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Steve Owano, the commanding officer of the Naval Undersea Warfare Center in Keyport, Washington. You know, I and the rest of the employees at Newark Keyport are just absolutely excited about being able to participate like this in really investing in the future of our country. Because we've seen so many stories of kids who have turned their academic lives around once they get excited in science and technology and engineering and mathematics. and you see them just take off. And so this is really an investment in our country, and that's why we support this, and that's why we get so excited about it, because it's an investment in the United States, an investment in Washington, and an investment in Kitsap County. And this clearly goes towards the needs of the country with regard to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And so for that reason, we heartily support this and have done that for many years now and have affected the lives of thousands of students over time.